and get stoned. We could end up making love instead of misery.
Guys, what are we looking at? We're going to look at the one that Jim sent me yesterday. SIREN NOIRE. This one is a stout brewed with chocolate and aged in bourbon barrels. And I know it was on here somewhere. Oh, 9.5%. And since it is from Jim, let's use one of the openers. Not my favorite opener. The problem is my favorite opener is that one there, and I'm not sure if that's the one that Gunwild sent me or if that's the one that Jim sent me. Oh, the bottle cap looks something like that. Because one is upstairs and one is downstairs. The Happy Butler, by the way. As you can tell. As you can plainly see. Locked and loaded tonight. I'm gonna attempt to get this uploaded before we have to go live, but it won't happen if it's like forever. Okay, let's start by pissing off Crazy Scotsman and Mr. Holster. Jim mode, Firefly, low, medium. Oh, medium. Yeah, we had a fail at medium. Smells like a chocolate. Cheers. There's a whole lot of flavor going down right there. Chocolatey. Now, it's actually probably given way to the light making its way through it. Actually has a lighter mouthfeel, but shit tons of flavor. What? Sorry. First in the last on Poets Brunch was Matt Davis. Well, it was fun. Guess I should hit the unsubscribe and go sub Chuck. Laugh out loud. Good one, E. You had me for a minute. First was on the Flask 51 was Smile Money. First, really first on the next review after the last review. Snoring Desert Prepper says first being second. Brandon, Bearded CB, says second being third. Gunwild says fourth being right like owies. Then Brandon says, okay, fine, third. MP Gunther 1 with a big old smiley face. Reminds me of Joey at the truck stop. Fu Master Chew, my buddy Rich. Well, I made it back in time. Scotsman, right out of the fucking chute with whiskey. Well, this is kind of like show prep, and it's nothing but a shit show. And Joey taught me something. This is actually, well, technically, I don't know if it can officially start tonight, but for sure tomorrow, and then go for 1 week. The week-long celebration, Joey. Sorry. Here's what I thought was funny. I'm not. How do I say? I'm not NIHAP on this. But I did think it was rather interesting that I received. Now it is early. It's actually tomorrow, April 4th. I received this. So officially there's obviously gonna be some stuff. First in the door was my godmother, my Aunt Connie and Uncle Gary. My Aunt Connie is just awesome. There's a reason that she's my godmother. But what I thought was kind of funny is up to this very moment in time, I received a birthday card from my godmother and my mother and the Marbroil Man. Here's a new trail to another year of adventure and the ones you always ride with. Happy birthday. Now, I'm not even exactly sure. I got a bunch of them. $1.50 off a pack to celebrate with. I'll I'll probably use this and buy a pack for my neighbor Mike, and maybe one for my my father-in-law, since I get a whole $3 off on the $10 a pack. But it's like, okay, I get a birthday card from the Marlboro Man. That's touching. Scotsman, you crazy son of a bitch! I'll say I brought down the one that I washed. I washed. Now I don't. Oh God. I don't even know why I'm keeping it in the tin. That's like silly. I think I'll maybe I'll keep the tin, but this would be a cool thing to fill completely up with in the red or tannerite, and then duct tape the fuck out of it, because it's that tension that really adds to the kaboom. Now, Scotsman, that's obviously more than a whole shot, but and for no particular reason other than it is a rifle that I completely built for small caliber. I know those libtards will have most people confused that this is some high power military weapon. I mean, it's powerful and all, but it's fucking 22 round. But this guy was built with the sole purpose of using as many, if not almost all. I mean, obviously the scope and the flip ups and the stock, and the grip. But all the primary components, handguard, barrel, brake, and I love it. I agree, Stephen Bush. That is probably my second favorite brake. Well, probably my third favorite aesthetics wise. I think the one that I have on my Justin and my subscriber build gun is probably one of my favorite looking. Now, as far as works goes, John Huber leaves everybody in the dust, but that is still a very effective brake. But yeah, so it's pretty much all white label armory, DRG manufacturing stuff. Receiver set, barrel, brake, handguard, charging handle, safety selector. The trigger is a Hyperfire. If I could afford to, I would just simply buy a box of the Hyperfire 3 gun, that one, and then just put them in everything. I mean, go ahead. Somebody tell me that a trigger exists that could possibly beat this one, at least until John Huber builds his. The thing is it basically defies that whole realm. It is one of the lightest triggers, and it is adjustable. They give you a spring, 3 different spring packs, and you put the spring packs in there, and of course, you figure the lightest trigger pull is the lightest springs, and that's not the case. You actually put they look like a couple of miniature garage door opening springs in there, and what you get is the lightest trigger feel, almost a non-existent reset, and one of the heaviest hitting hammers on the market. I mean, the chances that you're going to have a light primer strike with that are just about none. If you do, it was never going to go off. So I thought that was pretty cool. The hardest hitting, the trigger, the hammer that hits the back of your brass the hardest gives you the lightest trigger feel of the spring pack. It's kind of ironic, really. The most sensitive, and it's like just under 2 pounds. Usually I get like 1.75 or something like that out of it. And And along with that, it's the most reliable spring pack. Scotsman? Yeah, I know that was more than a shot, but I went full in anyway. Mr. and Mrs. Nyhap. They definitely know who needs what meds. Okay, let's keep on going. Mike, 8th. MP Gunther 1, your brew girl needs the taste test. Yeah. Mike again, here, cheers. Poco Loco. Cryo poly, more like Borla poly. Don't use big words, I'm drinking. Mike again, hello Christine. Oh, Jesus God. I mean, dude, fucking give it up. I'm seeing this fucking troll on everybody's channel. Tim, amazing video, my guy. Really? Okay. Really? What was your favorite part? I'm getting my software for my shit. No! Yeah, no. Cancel. Go the fuck away. Okay, there you go. There you go, Tim. Then Tim again right away. Cool video. Keep it up. Fuck off. Fuck off, Tim. Poco Loco. Poor Joey. Ha ha. Eric, you dick. Jorn, my buddy. Hey, what do you... Hey, Jorn, why you going south on me, buddy? Come kill me, big boy? Jorn, I would never kill you. Jorn, how many times have I told you? Me and you are an example of people, especially, because you're wherever the fuck you are, just because we obviously differ ideology-wise, you seem to embrace socialism and talk about how nobody's ever going to come for your guns and blah 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 blah. Jorn, I would never kill you. There is way too many people ahead of you on that list. And don't take this the wrong way, but you are not worth the ammo right now, especially right now. But if I was to go voting from the rooftops, as long as the old Pezzy worked flawlessly, I could hold down the fort for quite a while. But I really want to get out and shoot this, and I haven't figured out if the range is even open. I mean, if I just wanted to do nothing but a function test, I could run up to dead on and shoot at 25 yards, but I don't know if you're catching all this or not. But when you you put $1,000 worth of optics on, I'm pretty sure I could just take the optics off and go to the flip ups. EMT Railfran, top 20, my southern brother. Jorn, I feel very sorry for those who kills in the enemy of Donald Trump and Mike Pence and how they see the world. And Pogo Loco says the English translator failed you. Smile Money, great review. I do not even remember what it was or whether you liked it. Laughing was at an all-time high, and that was perfect. No, I see, Smile Money, and I hope you keep me on task tonight, because tonight's goal is a shit show. I am honestly getting fucking sick and tired of this whole thing. It's very it's very depressing, and depending on who you talk to, it's doom and gloom or end of days kind of shit. And I don't think so. You can't convince me of that. For starters, I personally believe unless they shut down all forms of communication, and this is where the ham radio and stuff comes into play, and I've not been able to afford to go purchase something and figure out all the ins and outs. I mean, Joey seems to be into it, Jerry's into it, NIHAP is into it, the Real Cobra Burnout is into it. I'm sure several of you are into it, and I don't know shit about it. And of course, if shit did turn upside down, I could also give a fuck about getting the license to turn the radio on. As is, I have handhelds around here that say you have to have a special permit if you use it in click this setting. It's the only setting I use. If you're not going full fucking power, then why even bother? Yeah. But yeah, so if the world turned upside down, I think the coolest thing would be to find a good central location and hunker down as a group. And being that he's a really good fucking cook, I vote Wade. I vote Wade as the meeting area. If the world turns upside down and we can't get a hold of each other, I'm sorry, Wade, if I'm speaking for you. I'm pretty sure Wade would be like, fucking come on. Yeah. I have to make sure that the one thing I have is Wade's address. And if the world does turn upside down and I lose all the ability to communicate, I am loading all the guns, all of the ammo, all the supplies that I can contribute to a community, and a lot of whiskey. And I'm heading to Wade's. Because I think we survive the best as a group. Fuck David Brown. Stop and pick up Bunky. Head to Wade's. Van N. Love me some Henry McKenna. Yeah, it wasn't bad. Flask is empty. I have no comment on what happened to it. Din Scourge. No one would have guessed that you like a hot white sticky glaze on your buns. Shit. Poco Loco says, why? It's not like he wears a pink unicorn hat or anything. Okay, you two can get your own room. J-Dog is at work. Hard March 2, I'm here. The intro babe and screen babe are top notch. Hi, Miss Bomey. Outro babe? I know he doesn't deserve it, but I kind of went this route for Jolson. Jolson's see, of the people off the top of my head, some are the full package deal. Some of them, the ass is, whatever. But, when it comes to an ass, Jolson's an ass man. And Ammo Head 73, he's an ass man. I mean, I've seen some of the show and tell pictures that he has, and there was no titties, but it was all ass. I mean, it's all probably perspective, but yeah. David Brown, sitting here naked eating ice cream. Gunwild wants to know if the chocolate syrup was involved. And Poco Local, I don't believe you send Eric pics or... No, it didn't happen, Poco Local. Gunwild, did Christine just call you a butt munch? I thought I was the only one that says that. Does she call you a fart knocker too? No, just a butt munch. J-Dog probably thinking about Burleywood. Yeah, well, That or some bird's eye maple, says Gunwild. Bird's eye maple is one of my favorite woods. The thing about the bird's eye, though, is you really have to get some select stuff. Yeah, one of my favorite things is the optical illusion. Now, if you have no idea what bird's eye maple looks like, it basically it's a very white, light wood. I don't have anything. I can't show you my wood right now. It's a very, very light white wood. It's it's bird's eye maple. It's in the maple family. As a matter of fact, at one point in time, if you find old houses, like I've been like refinishing hardwood floors now for over 30-something years, and bird's eye, it would be naturally found in old floors. But at some point in time, and I'm guessing probably towards the end of the 70s, if not the early 80s, somebody said, these some bitches are willing to pay some top dollar for some of this primo stuff, and the bird's eye maple is just that. So all of a sudden, you may have, let's just pick an even number, like a 500 square foot living room floor. You may have one out of every 10 boards you could find some bird's eye maple in it. And now you roll into today, you're almost, it's like you could, 500 square feet, you might find one, maybe two boards that are bird's eye. The rest of it, if you want it, you're going to have to buy it. And it's usually at like, at the last time I did one, it was like $2.75 a square foot premium, more than the $10 a square foot to get bird's eye. And the thing about the bird's eye is it basically looks like tapioca balls, and once you put several layers of either polyurethane or a water-based acrylic urethane on there, it just kind of looks like they're just like floating there. Like, it almost looks like something's wrong with the wood. Like you could get down and feel where it is. It's just a very, very cool. But yeah, I would fucking bird's eye maple grips would be awesome, as long as you get some of the characteristic of like where the knot is, and you're gonna get that darker streaks, kind of like naturally occurs in like hickory. Maple is also a lot harder. It's 10% a harder wood than, say, oak. Probably the most popular of a wood used for hardwood flooring. And then the bird's eye would bring even a higher level to it. So it would make an exceptional grip. I'm just being honest when I say I don't know if how long it would take me. Yeah, if I could take 2 blocks of wood and be able to carve out the mounting point so that it could be the cutout is there to go onto the revolver, and then from there you just have to find the grip in the wood. Yeah, I suppose over time I could probably do it. I just thought it was a cool idea, and the fact that not only could I get rid of the shit grips that are on it, but let's just say that for some weird reason, Stalker Steve or Celicia have the skill set to make up a set of revolver grips. To me, that would be a lot more meaningful than I made them. Anything I have that comes from friends is, shit, that's kind of what's going on behind me. Just about everything back there on the shelf is from one of you guys. There's a few things from my childhood. You can't see it anymore. Over by the pork rinds is that little steam engine that I remember in my childhood my grandfather would fire it up, and finally the boiler on it rusted through and it was all over. But for the most part, everything on there has some kind of a story. We got Tardisius and Mr. Holster and who the fuck knows? That's Snack Bar Jesus. That's Snack Bar David Brown. Wade, and again, Mr. Holster stuff, and Stalker Steve sent me that cool setup. Oh, Johnny Concho. Except he wants me to fill it with the evil stuff all the time. Then I got a few things that just, I've got the real Cobra Burnout, or Cobra right there. So I'm over here in my underwear. Gunwild, Coca-Cola grips would look nice, and then he has a link to. Oh, yeah, that's Gunwild. Well, of course, that's, yeah. No, you do not have the rights to cover. See, now, yeah, that's basically the grips that I have on my 686. That looks cool. I don't have a problem with that at all. Again, you can get a big old block of wood and you can eventually find those grips in it. I just don't know if I can find those grips in there. Real cool burnout. Damn, almost fooled us all with that last vid ever. Chuck off. Laugh my ass off. Yeah. Huh. Oh, I'm sure I pulled the wool over a lot of you guys' eyes. Matt Davis. I have no work to go back to. Governor shut the damn state for another month. I'm screwed. No, and Matt, I feel for you. I don't know how people are supposed to make it. Like I said, I because I was sick, not because of the work. I mean, one of the guys that I work for, it's quite obvious that, people are nothing but a number, which is fine because, I guess I'd rather know that I actually have a way of, sustaining some kind of an income and being able to keep the lights on and the food and, my 57,286 rolls of toilet paper. But I know so many people that are just totally screwed. I mean, again, one of my family and a bunch of you guys know Tori from over at Julie's restaurant. Just love her. She's just one of the coolest people. And as far as a professional, when it comes to being a hostess, she knows how to take care of people. And they've been shut down for what? Now it's going on 3 or 4 weeks. Again, shit. The one day I was sick, so it wasn't work as being a no. It was my. I was just felt like shit, and and of course probably some of it's paranoia, and your brain fills in the it could be. You haven't been around well, you were around Greg. He was on an airplane, and he was in that son of a bitch. So I my check was just short on hours, and I'm like, I can't keep doing this. And then the one day I'm home sick, and I get a call from fucking Essentia Health, a collection call, wanting to know if I. It's like, really? I got a question for you, because I know for a fact that I know where your office normally is. As a matter of fact, just knowing your name, I could probably make one phone call to Christine and know exactly where your desk is in the building. But you're not there right now. Why are you not there right now? Oh, that's right, because we're having a little pandemic thing. So you're at home, working from home. You're goddamn lucky you are. I'm at home, and I'm not working today. So please, let's all get together, because the highest priority for me is a bill collector when you need to keep food on the table for your family. And there's a lot of you in this situation. Technically, I don't know if the Captain Marvelous that I do most of my work for is watching this, because he used to, and then he's like, let me help critique you, Eric. Now maybe you might want to stop talking about guns and politics and just talk about that beer. Okay, yeah, thanks. You just go back and do your little arm curls with your spandex armies or whatever the fuck those are that you wear. But yeah, technically in our state they revised the term essential for someone in construction. So like if a water line breaks or the power goes down or something starts leaking, that's essential. To go remodel a kitchen, put in a hardwood floor, and flip a house, that's no longer considered essential. Cobra, Krispy Kreme melts in the mouth when it's fresh off the rack. Oh, so good. The gas station offerings, not so much. Yeah, it's for us. It was sold through one of them and not through Real Cobra Burnout. 21 minutes and 31 seconds. Mark, $5. I gave it 7.5. Boom. Sent. Oh, copyright infringement. Fuck. Okay. Real Cobra Burnout, April Fool's runner-up should get the mags. I can have in my free state. Just saying. Laugh out loud. David Brown, I'm sorry, Eric, but you don't qualify for Drunks R Us. Try the Campfire Girls. Cobra, I'll finish this later. Maybe I'm sleepy, and for some reason, I'm also an essential worker, so I'm working in the morning. Yeah, me too. The Klein 5179, Eric, a battle-worn paint job would look amazing on the retro. Yeah, yes it would. Probably could just say fuck it and use any upper. Poco Loco. There's another song to put in the rotation, and he has a link. Let's see, let me just move ahead to 40.
When the night is early, she's drinking out of a glass. As the night progresses, she's drinking out of her flask. My friends say I'm crazy, they say that this won't last. My girl likes to drink whiskey, my girl likes to drink wine. My girl likes to drink beer or scotch, bourbon and moonshine.
Yeah, I might have to see if I can download that. Wade, we have a statewide shelter-in-place order starting today at 5 p.m. till April 20th. We've decided to keep working due to the customers' wishes. A lot of families, elderly and shut-in, depend on our food. That's awesome. Not only are you doing the right thing for the community, but you're also doing the right thing financially for your family. Joey Cuz, yes, I won the secret You prick. Cadillac V, you talked me into it. I'm buying all the guns. That's right, Cadillac V. Speaking of doing the right thing. No, seriously. I'm not going to show you the list of the stuff that he was looking at, but there was he was just showing me some stuff and said, "Hey, do you think this is worth $500?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm telling you right now, I can go in there and pick my least favorite AR out of the collection, and I will not sell it to you, even if I fucking strip some shit off of it, put a basic stock on it, put a basic grip on it. No, I'm not gonna. I wouldn't fucking sell an AR-15 right now for $500. Fuck you. If you're interested, let me know. Shit. I can take the most abused one in the collection, the one that had the slide fire stock on it. That fell off and I lost that in a terrible boating accident. But I could take that rifle and it still functions beautifully, which, what is the fail point? I've seen some videos, and of course they normally run it until you know, everything is like glowing orange, and that's never been the case with that. I mean, I think we did four, maybe six 30-round mag dumps, straight out of it with the slide fire. And right now, I don't think it's even been used. Right now, it has the binary. It has the binary trigger in it, so that's so much fucking better than a bump stock anyway. But it just goes down to, don't fucking tell me, a free fucking American, what I can and what I can't have, especially when it's midstream. Oh, it was all okay up until you overreached? Well, sorry about your damn problem, bitch. Salty Shellback, back and naked, as usual. Wade, wait till we meet up. I'll show you some really south in your mouth. Seasoned even. Smile Money, oh my bad, just watched it again. I must have fallen asleep and only woke up when I heard laughing. Laugh out loud. Smile Money, when you were a kid, you made dumb-ass movies. Nice to know something's never changed. No, it hasn't. Oh, fuck, we're in the home stretch. I gotta drink up. Sharky, nice 5 more happy sticks. Now time for this virus to fuck off so you can get out there and see how they run in the MCK. I might. It's the ammo is the issue. I just don't want to. I'm getting kind of low on 10 millimeter, and I just don't want to. Of course, if I go up to dead on, I'm gonna have to buy it. Of course, that was weird. I don't know what happened last time. I bought 50 rounds and shot about 200 and something. My bad. Mr. 27. Hey Google, how many people in the U.S. have had a COVID-19 test?
According to Wikipedia, as of April 3, 270,647 total confirmed cases of coronavirus disease have been reported in the United States of America. Keep in mind that the data changes rapidly, so it may be inaccurate or out of date at times. Information about reported cases is also available on the World Health Organization website.
I'm sorry, that's an organization that can go fuck themselves. They're just another arm of the blue hats. And anybody, and there's some big names donating a lot of money to them. Fuck that. If you're going to donate that kind of money, Bill Gates, why don't you give it to some private, either universities or research facilities to try to stop this? Fuck the World Health Organization. It's like the UN. Put them all in one small place and do a little thermonuclear testing. Sharky, I just love that 686 ERs. The Taurus is also, hey, I have to shoot that gun when I'm over there. Oh, fuck yeah. I told you. I know some people are like, oh, he comes all the way here from Holland and you fucking make him cook. Yeah, I'm going to make him fucking cook because that bitch teases me all the time with the shit that he's cooking. He is an exceptional cook. And the stuff that he makes, oh, and of course, what I got to do is I got to take that recipe from Pitmaster X there with the Indonesian beef, and then when he's here, he can duplicate that and make it. But I've told him, you come all the way here and you do some food preparation, and I'm telling you, we will be doing whiskey and scotch. If I know he's on his way, you just tell me the bottle that you want. If it's $300, Christine can go sit out on the corner with a cardboard sign for a few days over the weekend, and we'll get that $300 bottle of scotch, and then we will load up on ammo. I mean, I have a list of stuff that I want him to shoot. The 686, the Desert Eagle, the 454 Casull, The retro build, the JP is a must. The Dragunov is a must. Ed's rifle is a must. The M1 Garand. Oh, god damn! I'm starting to. I might have to take a moment. Getting a little push. But yeah. Oh, and of course the redhead. Oh, he's got to go full in on the redhead. I just love the video out in Shoot a Missouri, or Shoot a Plaza, Missouri, or whatever the fuck it was, when Ed is shooting the redhead. And then everything else, the Smith & Wessons, everything 10 millimeter. That's right. That's right. He's gonna be cooking some meals, but I'm going to be paying him in scotch, whiskey, and bullets. Steven, Matt from Demolition Ranch had a video quite a while back that he showed a table of scopes and red dots that Vortex sent him. I'd say the total value was somewhere between 15 and 20 grand. Must be nice to suck the tits of the companies. Yeah, Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I wish, fuck, if I could suck some tits, I'd be happy to. I mean, you're still gonna get an honest review if you send me something, and I'm looking at this, and okay, say this Vortex is $500, and you can go buy something for $250, and it will outperform it. Then hell, I'm gonna say it. But I've been pretty happy with Vortex stuff. I mean, I've got the Vortex Crossfire 2, and actually that's on the 24-inch build right now. And if something happened, let's say I won a mini lottery and I could go start working on a bolt-action 338 Lapua, I'd probably put this scope on the Lapua, and the Vortex Crossfire 2 would probably end up going on this. It is a bullet drop compensation in it is basically 308 to 270, which means I might have to play around with it a little bit to figure it out on a 5.56. But that's, in all honesty, that's just way too much scope for a 5.56. But what the hell? The Crossfire actually used to be on Project Overkill, which is a 22 long rifle. Why? Because you didn't have to have a spotter at 100 yards. You just looked through the scope and went, yep, there's my hit. Last in, Clyde, Revolution, Quarantine. I had my phone in long range sending mode. And it looks like my last message was with my buddy Ben, Minnesota shooter. He is going to be sending a bolt catch set up for Secret Squirrel 2. That would make it functional. Now we just have the wish list items. As always, whoever wins, it would be nice to have a pile of ammo, and kind of like what Big Jeff did last time, is it's nice to have everything here so I can show you, but we've had, like for instance, when Stalker Steve, that was a fucking nightmare. When Stalker Steve won, I want to say there was, what was it, 5, 6, 7? I mean, with the rifle, probably 7 boxes that went to Steve. Oh my. So, like last time, Big Jeff just sat on the ammo that he had, and as soon as he knew who the winner was, I sent him the address, and he shipped it all out there. So, it kind of sucks to not be able to show some stuff, but my total expense every year for shipping is probably more than the total budget for some small countries. But yeah, the wish list. You know, as always, we need to start working on this. Everybody's creative. I've had over the years that went out to the winter first aid kits, flashlights, knives, a case. We're going to need some kind of a case for this, and it's not going to require something gigantic because it's a, you know, it's a pistol. But again, in order to push it over the top, I want to do some high-end flip-ups and some kind of a red dot. Now, a few of you have listed off a few things, and I totally agree. From Vortex, the Spark AR, that I have no problem. I have no problem with that. That's pretty sick. You know, again, you know, winning the lottery, and I went and got it myself, would probably be the Holosun. And like I said, I keep forgetting to double check and look, but I think it's the 515. It's just a badass. And of course I've been wanting to get a Holosun myself because talking with JR10 Desert Gold, he's like, you know, you start to get some older eyes. One of the you know, I'll look through a red dot and I'll honestly see like a slightly diffused red dot. You know, you might be in your late 20s, early 30s, maybe even in your 40s, and you go, that's a crisp little dot. I don't see that. Now, everybody that I know that's starting to get some older eyes has told me that I need to try running a Holosun because their red dots are supposed to be like second to none, especially when you're dealing with older eyes. Okay, let's head to the Two-Hearted Ed Club to the sunny slopes of long ago, Justin. And actually, in the club is Two-Hearted Ed. I have some. It just hasn't worked out as the beer for the club. Oh yeah, we're getting some good head. Tiny bubbles in my beer make me feel happy. Make me glad that I didn't have to read a stupid comment from Chuck this time around. Okay, clicking the big button. Then I gotta get the F out of here. Okay, a few of you. Okay, first in is Gunwild saying, "Shut the fuck up, Joey." Cheers. Smile Money, show prep. Cheers. Jeremy, if you would call me once in a while, I wouldn't need to text you, dumbass. Jeremy, I don't mean to offend anybody else. I talk to a lot of you guys on a daily basis. I'm not going to start name dropping because, you know who you are, Sharky. I fucking talk to Remco all the time. Just a brother from another mother. I just wish he wasn't in fucking Holland. Yes. I talk to so many of you on a daily basis. Via messenger, texting, whatever. You know, I just don't, most of the time I don't have the ability to be on the goddamn phone. Right now, if Jeremy, you texted me, at least I'd be like, hey, that's cool, shut the fuck up. But if you called me, I probably wouldn't answer because I'm in the middle of a brew review. And so many people don't understand that I work during the day and cannot be on my phone depending on, where I am and, who I'm around and blah, blah, blah. And like, for instance, I tell John Huber that all the time, and he always calls me. And it's not even like, if you know that I'm taking, I usually take lunch at 11, and if I heard from you at 11, that's one thing, but when, it's like 1:30 in the afternoon, why isn't Eric answering? Because I'm fucking working. But as far as people I talk to on a regular basis, Jeremy, I talk to you and Caitlin about 327% more than I talk to my own mother and my sister. I really love my sister and my mom, but Jeremy and Caitlin, they're probably more of my family than my own family. So yeah, we did have a chance. We did have a chance to actually talk for quite a while last night, and it was awesome. Jeremy again, I love the sound of that pork skin going into your mouth. Oh, really? Do you? Well, maybe this is an opportunity to. Okay, I ate the whole chicharrones. There's two of these. I finished the other one already. Let's see. What sounds red hot flavored pork skins or sweet mild barbecue? Well, this actually sounds better, but I've actually never had barbecue flavor on my pork skins. Oh, there is nothing like fresh, burnt skin. Oh, son of a bitch. Whoa. That was like a double drop. They're not bad. But this is where I'd honestly put a little fire in the hole or a little bit of Satan sauce on them. These ones are actually kind of bland compared to the chicharrones. Sadly, Jeremy has the last comment. Oh, okay. Oh. Wow! I almost fucked that up again, Discourage. SIREN NOIRE. Where am I going to put this on the E scale? Heavy Seas Beer. Uncharted Water Series. What did I say? 9.5%. A stout brewed with chocolate and aged in bourbon barrels. It overall, it packed a shitload of really good flavors. This was very tasty. To get the total effect, it would have been nice if the mouthfeel would have been more in a... Now it does say that it is a stout. It does not say that it isn't an imperial stout. So almost 10% out of just a stout. Still very good. This is very impressive. Jim, I thank you very much. This was definitely one of the best that you have found so far, and I'm gonna give it a 10. Even though if it had a little bit heavier, more of a, we won't even gross everybody with the mouthfeel. Liked it a lot. Thank you, Jim. And I will be talking to you in the pre-show 3 hours from now. So I got 3 hours to edit, render, and upload this and see if I can get this all done before show, the pre-show. So let's see. Otherwise, cheers, guys, and oh hell yeah, I'm gonna see you tomorrow, because for me, nothing says birthday like hanging out with my family. Cheers, guys. Oh, and I might add a little bit of this, and then I'm bringing it upstairs. Ed, Mr. Holster, Justin, I love you guys.